Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So one of the topics that we talk about on this channel is freelance, and I make a lot of content on freelance on my Instagram and on my LinkedIn as well. So I thought, how about I make a video today sharing my journey as a freelancer, when I started, what did I do, and how choosing to be a freelancer 5 years ago made me an entrepreneur that I am today. So without any further ado, let's begin with the video. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Hira Saeed, and on this space I create videos about content, freelance, and a lot of other topics as well. So if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you are a returning subscriber, don't forget to press the like button because YouTube algorithm sort of likes it too. So yeah, let's start the video. So let me take you back to my graduation time. So I have studied from very kind of like mediocre universities in Pakistan, and we were never really rich, to be very honest. So my mom used to give tuitions 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. every single day to be able to afford our fees. So my professional career started in year 2013 from an internship. That was my first exposure to the digital world. I was already studying in the university at that time, and the company offered me an internship. So, and it was really near from the university as well. So I used to go back and forth from studies to my work, and I worked as an intern in that company for 3 months. And I remember my stipend at that time was 5,000 rupees, which by today's dollar rate would be $20, 25. So yeah, and then once that internship ended, that same company offered me full-time position, and they increased my stipend to 12,000 rupees salary, which again by dollar standard would be $80 per month right now. I mean, I was happy. I got a chance to learn. I got a chance to meet new people. I got really good exposure from my seniors who was in the digital world at that time, and I was really fascinated by it as well. I worked for that company for 2 years, and then I moved to another company called Exact. I worked in Exact for almost 2 years before it went down the drain. If you follow me since that time, so you know what happened to Exact in Karachi, you can go to New York Times and read that article as well. My friends and I still joke that why does this happen to you, that every single time you start working for a company, they have to close their operations in Pakistan. So the entire scene of Exact shutting down its operations in Pakistan landed me to the startup world. I started working for a startup in Karachi, and then I was heading their marketing department there. It was really exciting. It was really nervous. Growing up, you are always fascinated by all those multinational corporations, and for me, it felt like a demotion in my career, but it was really exciting. I learned a lot, and then that's when basically I got exposed to what freelancing is and what this entire new buzzword is, where you are offering your service remotely, where there are so many opportunities out there where people pay you for the one skill that you have. So that's how my corporate career for 4 years started transitioning into full-time freelance. So April 2016 was when I made first $500 on Upwork, and that was for me life-changing. I mean, I was like, I only worked for this client for maybe a week, or not even a week, as a part-time for a couple of hours in a week, and I earned $500, which means that's my entire salary right now that I'm not even getting on time. So that was my first kind of exposure to this world. There is a huge opportunity here, and if I can just keep working, and if I just keep honing my skill here, I think this can turn into something. And luckily, that company never paid us. That company ended its operations in Pakistan as well, so I had no choice but to choose freelancing as a full-time option, and no regrets since then. I'm still proud of my decision. So when I made the conscious decision of becoming a full-time freelancer after obviously I left my corporate career, there were a lot of things that I didn't know. There were a lot of things that I sort of was just playing it by ear. I knew that I had this one skill that I write well, and that's something that I enjoy. In the past 4 years when I worked with companies, they've appreciated my writing skills. They've appreciated the strategies that I bring to the table. So I knew there was something that I can sell, but there wasn't any specific process. There wasn't any specific plan in my head that this is something that I should put into practice. It all started happening. It all started falling into its place on its own. I took a journalism diploma, and then I worked as a journalist for 2 years, where I was covering Pakistan stories on international media, and that's when it started becoming real. My stories got published into a lot of international media publications, including Entrepreneur.com, including VentureBeat, The Next Web, and there were a lot of other more. That's when I saw the opportunity, and that's when I actually started talking to clients who were interested in more than just like one-time engagement, who were interested in maybe hiring me as a remote worker, who were interested that I start building strategies for them, who were interested that I build teams for them and I work from Pakistan. So that entire one decision of leaving my corporate job and then self-awareness of having that one skill that I can sell, it started turning into something bigger than what I realized. By the end of 2016 or the early 2017, I decided to convert this entire thing into an agency. And I was getting a lot of clients. I was getting a lot of requests. At that time, things were becoming so big that I wasn't able to handle all by myself. So I had to hire people. And then I started that agency, Digital Doers. So from that corporate sector to working as a freelancer, full-time freelancer, and then to convert that freelancing career into a business, that's how it started transitioning. And then year 2018, I got selected for a fellowship in the US. I moved there for a year and a half, I guess. The company was running on its own. We had clients. We had a lot of clients who were paying us for the retainer, and then team was working on its own. And yeah, that's how I rode freelancing wave for almost 4 years until in 2019 or early 2020, I guess. I had to shut down Digital Doers completely because my priorities changed and the things that I do want to do in my life changed. And that's when I started CaterpillHERs. So CaterpillHERs is the company that I run right now. It's an entrepreneurship and career accelerator for women in Pakistan. We do a lot of exciting things there. If you are hearing about it for the first time, go check our website at CaterpillHERs.com. I did miss a lot of important events in this story, but I just wanted to show you how somebody who didn't have a very good start since the beginning of maybe going to a really good college, maybe going to a really good university, maybe using English as a first language since beginning, can make it this far, then obviously all of you can do. So I also wanted to add a couple of reflections from my freelance journey. So it may help people who are maybe just starting out as a freelancer or who are still working and want to be a freelancer. So number one would be always understand that the whole freelancing world, the whole remote world has endless possibilities for everybody. It's not, nobody can come up and say that the industry is saturated right now and everybody is a freelancer, so I don't know if I can make it. As much as there are more freelancers coming in the market, there are more companies that are accepting the fact that they need to hire more freelancers. So the possibilities are multiplying as the rate of freelancers who are coming to the industry is multiplying. So the possibilities for each and every one of you are endless. My second advice for all the freelancers would be to just not put all your eggs in one basket. One of the mistakes that a lot of people make is when they start out as a freelancer, either they just fully focus on Upwork, either they just fully focus on Fiverr, and then they don't build their personal brand, they don't create content in social media as well, they don't build any sales funnel at all. So when that platform, because of any negative review, because that platform gets blocked, or because maybe they are not accepting your payment, for any reason, if that platform goes down, your entire career goes down, your entire business goes down. So never put all your eggs in the one basket, and always diversify, always try new things to bring more leads and bring more clients into your business. My third advice would be think about starting a team or building a team from the very beginning. That's something that turned out in my favor hugely, because even within 2 years, I realized that this is becoming something that I can't do it alone. And if I keep running a solo show, it would eventually lead to a burnout, or it would eventually just make me pick and choose clients on the basis of what's coming to me, instead of me thinking as an entrepreneur and start scaling it. So always hire a team as you feel the need of it. If you can afford always rely on bringing more people to the team so you can scale as a business instead of just running a solo show. So I hope you like this video. CaterpillHERs just launched a career vertical as well, and we are accepting applications in our first track, which is the freelancing track. So if any of you are watching and you would either apply for it yourself or want to recommend any of the women who are around you, go check out the link in the description below, and I would love to have some of you on board as one of our participants. Bye bye.